You can rate on YouTube? I didn't know that. I was not aware. Yeah, sure. I'm just popping in now. It is live right now. I'm just on my starting soon screen at the moment. Whew. I can hear you. You're not on my second person yet. So, guys, we're just going to take a quick second to make sure that these sources are working. I have the second person here. Do you still have that up, or do you need that link again? Yep. We're going to get Cap on over here, and then we're going to get started. It's the same link, so it would be in your Discord. Perfect. Cap will be here in a second. Calm down. He's coming. He's coming. There we go. We got the Cap here. We're going to show him on stream. Can everybody hear the Cap? Cap, say hi.
Hello there.
We all hear him.
All right, let me mute this one.
Right. Switching between streams, it makes things, so you got to just kind of make sure that everything works out. And then I'm going to share my screen to you in that channel we got going on so that you can see it without any delay. Right? So that should be... Actually, you have to unshare your screen. I'm going to share my OBS with you, and then we're going to get started.
Turn camera on, stop streaming. Okay, there you go.
There you go. So you can see that down there. You guys can hear him. Can I turn up his volume a little bit? I can turn it up just a little bit. I know he talks very, very low. You have a smooth...
Do you want me to...
No, you're fine.
Do you want me to go back to my my puberty days and...
Hey guys! How's it going? So me and Cap, we run our accounts a little bit different. I've been playing a little bit longer for those of you that are not familiar, but GAC is not my forte. And my own viewers, you guys would know that I usually turtle, right? I normally do not put any effort into my GAC. Cap and I, we kind of decided that it would be fun to do something like this morning, and I said, you know what, Cap, why don't you run my account for me, and let's see what defense you set for me. And like a complete asshole, he put my Gungans on defense, and I have to remember that I can curse a lot more now.
Yep.
I have seen my defense, obviously, because I had to play it myself. right? But just so you guys get an idea, I don't care if you see it because I'm not going to use it again. I'm going to go right back to my turtling ways.
You don't want to go for the full clears?
Well, no, that's too much effort for me, right? And he put some teams on here that definitely do need Omicrons, and he was very aware that they don't have Omicrons themselves. Um,
I
we've
sat
got some interesting stuff.
I sat for a long time trying to
Y-
get that figured out.
You did. I did my stream yesterday, and you were like, "Shut up! Be quiet. I'm putting together your defense." Um, LV, and I tried to because you didn't put any datacrons in there. I put the ones that made sense.
Yeah, I didn't want to yeah. I
The ones that
trusted you
made
enough
sense.
to do that.
But obviously, I'm pretty light on datacrons right now because this is the first in a new datacron set. Next week, I do have a lot more available to me. And then you told me to go with the fuck you fleets,
Yep,
right? So
yep. A few
I've got
fleets.
all of them on there, and we're gonna see what happens there. I haven't.
Yep.
You've seen my opponent more than I have, right? I usually when I scout them, I just look to see what they have like really quickly in terms of GLs. I'll count their GLs. I'll count their
I think
GL
they had
ships. That's it.
yeah, I think they had everything, right? Pretty sure.
Well, except for Leviathan, and I think that's why you
Leviathan.
asked me
Oh
to
yeah.
place the dagger Leviathan on there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep, yep. Because I saw that he had I saw what he had trouble with. He had trouble with the triple attacker defense, and then he had trouble with the Leviathan sometimes. So
and I have, yeah, so we have the triple attacker too. And then he does have all of the GLs. Not as many as yours in terms of R9s, but like he's got a decent amount of them at R9. He's got Darth Bane at R9. I think it's a waste personally, but
yeah, I think
he,
8 would be
he's
fine.
well, that's what I did. I did 8, and he hasn't. I haven't had a problem with him yet. So we're,
I have lost twice in TW. I had to put an Omicron as a sorry to my guild for
is that what
for my
happens in your guild
transgressions.
if you drop
No,
a
I
battle?
no, they'll kick some people and then ghost them though. So I try to I try to even I do well in TW too. I'm still I think I always get like top 10 or something as far as points and everything. So
Can I imagine
I'm
that
definitely
guy
not
would
top
remember?
10.
I was just ignoring my YouTube chat just because I was trusting Streamlabs to pull it up and it's not. So I popped over and I got my funny stuff going on over here on YouTube. I I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I have not. I specifically did not look this morning to see what he played, what he posted. I have no idea. I hope you guys in YouTube land appreciated the YouTube card that I dropped today because I made Moonborn do a hell of a lot of work on that yesterday. Um, so let's see. Let's get back to the live. I was. Well, you know what, Baroness? When you're running something together, it's a lot easier to read the other person's chats than your own. I don't know. Let's see what we got here.
Winning a round. I won 2 rounds this round. Ah,
All right, so we
sorry.
have Zam's Omicron, which I haven't seen in a long time. Qui-Gon without Cam, which is interesting. You don't see that a lot anymore. At the end of each turn, Jedi's recover. I don't know if Bad Batch will be able to beat that, but we're going to leave that up to you. Jabba, where I would normally two-shot with my Night Sisters. We've got Lord Vader, who I'm assuming presumably is maybe going to be our Bane, but again, we're going to leave that up to you. We've got Rey, which you predicted correctly. That third sister, which you've prepared for, but we have the third sister Kron. So that's going to make things a little bit different, or maybe a little bit more difficult. We have a better Rex. We have the Padme team with the Padme Kron, which I just got yesterday after re-rolling, and I'm excited to try out. I actually was using it in Arena. And then we have Iden with Scout. So you're running this shit. I just have to sit here and do you proud. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Yeah, you still gotta play the rounds.
I gotta play the actual battle, but we're doing your. This is your idea. This is your strategy.
Yeah, let me bring up that Word document and see, because I probably should have reviewed it again, so it was fresh.
Yeah, and you know what?
Um,
What I'm gonna do real quick, I'm going to just so that people can see how in depth this was. I'm gonna turn off my phone just in case because I'm not sure what else will show here, and we're gonna pull up this document now, right? And you probably can't zoom in, but like he spent some considerable time on this, right? Like I did not expect this kind of work to go into my defense yesterday. So I
I wasn't
appreciate
just
that.
gonna, yeah, I wasn't just gonna, half-ass it and just like. So I did try to give you the best chance of winning,
Yeah,
which
we'll
is
see.
yeah, but
So
let
what's our
me
plan, Cap?
1 second. I have so many freaking I have so many windows. I'm trying to get everything situated.
So
Sorry, because I
you
had to
see,
like
guys,
minimize
when Cap ignores
minimize
you,
your.
he does the same to me, even though
No, can you
this
hear
is
me?
my stream. Yeah.
Yeah. No, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, I'm talking. I'm not ignoring you. No, I'm trying to find sorry, the window for what do I do with it? So I can see your screen, sorry. Here it is.
You got it.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, cool. You get your chat. Sorry, there's like so many of these things. All right, cool.
All right,
It's a
Cap.
little
What's our
hard.
plan?
All right, so I see your face. Is this the right one?
It would be Discord
Oh, oh, sorry. Discord is what I was looking for.
because you'd be
There you go.
looking at my
That's why.
OBS screen. Yep.
Yeah, I was looking at
Hey,
the
Tumblr.
yeah, the stream thing. Okay, can you I guess bottom right?
Okay, it's the bottom
Could you
right.
could you sh yeah, could you show me the teams again? Sorry.
All
All
right,
right,
so you
so we
got
got
Ray,
Ray.
third sister.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See, he
Rex
wasn't
Rex
paying attention
5.
this entire time. He doesn't give a shit about anyone but his own GAC.
Mm-hmm.
Not a cappuccino, an espresso. Very different. We've got our clones. We have Padme. We have Iden. And then on top, we have Jabba LV. We have a Zorikron, a Qui-Gon without Cam, an old Zam Wessel Omicron, and Jabba. All
Can
right, you
your
know what?
JML handle can your JML handle Lord Vader?
I don't know.
Like, you think?
I have no idea.
I know he's not R9, so I don't know if he
I
has
think
the
you
juice.
Lysol, how's it going, man? We're waiting to see if Cap can run my GAC stream for me, and we're gonna see if he's gonna choke. But thanks for the raid, man.
All right, so first thing I wanted to do was the like Malgus Reva, I guess.
Okay, so
Are you cool with starting with
Malgus
that?
against Reva. All right, that's in the
Mm-hmm.
bottom wall. Let's see if he's really the master strategist. You could sell this service to people, popping on their GACs and basically doing their GAC for them. Like, think about that.
I could. People have asked me, believe it or not, and they're like, "Hey, can you do like Grand Arena with me?" And I was like, "I don't know how much I would have to charge for that service because it would be ridiculous." I was like, for me to like do this for someone, I was like, I don't know what I would have to charge you for that.
Snorquest, good morning, man. I'm definitely not the gentleman. And you're right, we did waste 3K on a fuck you bones. So can we get a fuck you bones from our test stream before? Just everybody in chat. That's all I want to see is fuck you bones. All right, so what do you want to use? You want Malgus, Bastilla, and Darth Revan?
Not Bastilla. Malik.
Malik? All right,
Malik and Darth Revan.
and Darth Revan.
Yep. Thick Kron. Nice thick Kron for me, please. Unless you have another Kron from the last set that had
I
like
don't so I don't have much right now. I could use
Oh
this, my
my.
second sister one. I have a
Oh.
lot of thick crons coming up.
Okay.
I have a lot of thick crons coming up in this next week. I can use the second sister one because I'm not going to use second sister.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is a pretty important fight. So if you have a thick Kron here, that would be really good.
All right, so you
I
want me to
was
use
not
this one?
expecting I was not expecting this level of Datacron depth, to be completely honest. I think you had more, but I don't know how much you put on defense and everything. So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
All right, so we're using the second sister. The captain has
Yeah.
planned some crazy crap, and it doesn't look good for me right now, unfortunately. It looks like he's about to choke.
We'll see. Well, this is a pretty good defense he set, to be completely
All right,
honest.
so we're happy with this.
Yeah, yeah. So you saw me play it, right? So
Well, you took out. So you took out. What's his name
Grand
first?
Inquisitor
Grand
first,
Inquisitor.
yeah. So try to take off the taunt on Reva, and then you kill Grand Inquisitor as soon as you can.
15 seconds in, I not only have not gotten a turn yet. Okay. Now here's
Right,
the
yeah. So
thing. I
you have
can
to
get
take off
my
the taunt. No, you can't. You
do.
can't life trainer. You
Okay, so
can't
I'm
life
taking off the
train.
taunt. All right.
Yeah, and then they're all feared, so you'll be all right. All right. Now you have to fear Reva.
And you want me
All
to
right,
use
dunk.
my big hit?
Yep. Yep. All right. Yep. Do that. You got to heal. All right. Drain. Oh, you can't.
You got the taunt back.
Just basic.
Oh
No, no,
well.
no. All right. Yeah, you
Blind.
can. Yeah, shock. Okay. Got basic. Cool.
All right.
Basic.
There we go.
All right. And then now, seventh
Seventh.
sister. Yep. All right. Basic. Yep. Just basic.
Yeah, I probably should. I should have used that.
Reva.
Well, it doesn't matter because there's only
It
two of
doesn't
them.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Dunker. All right,
And
then
then I can
auto.
just auto. All
Yeah,
right.
and
Well, look at that.
you can lose Revan, just so you know here. Like, it's possible. You'll win because Malgus will just like dunk her into oblivion. But it's possible that you lose a few banners here.
Yeah, Baroness. I'm running so many sources right now that I can't even get over to my Twitch. To my Twitch chat to let those things through. So we're just gonna deal with it as it is.
Yeah. Hey, Whelp Pliskin. How's it going? All right, yeah, but this is a believe it or not, like this team can absolute decimate the opposition. Like I saw it take out 3 GLs, like a SLK Archron,
Okay.
Java today. So Malgus is a really good counter for it. So for those looking for a counter, this is it, pretty much. Even a SLK Archron dies to it.
There we go. All right. Look
Yep.
at that.
All right. I should get some what do you call it?
Credit?
swgoh.gg. You say Reddit?
No, I said credit. You should get some credit.
Oh, credit? No, no, I'm not looking for credit. You take all the credit for this. All the
Oh,
all
he's
the
attacking at the
glory,
same
all the
time.
blame. Oh, is he?
He's attacking. I just noticed he's
Nice,
got he's got
nice.
64. He just took out Ray. I don't know what he used, obviously.
Probably Bane. I was hoping him to use up. I was expecting him to attack the north first, actually. I wasn't expecting him. Maybe he saw that your defense is completely different than what it was,
He
and
was
he's just
probably like,
like
"Oh
throwing through
crap,
a
yeah,
loop.
yeah."
Yeah,
He's
because he
like, "This
probably scout.
is."
Yeah, completely different than what he scout. Like
He's
this
like, "Of
dude,
course."
he's yeah, he's probably like, I scouted this dude, and he never changed his defense ever.
For the
Now it's
last
different.
year and a half,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now this is the one time that
yeah. All right,
he's
so
not turtling.
yeah, so Bane set that the what do you call it? Ray.
So we want to bane the Ray.
Yeah, yeah, most stuff.
All right. So we're gonna bane the Ray. Um, let's see, where is
This dude
Bane
has a
gonna
harder
mark it?
defense than I thought he would, to be honest. There was some before he had some weaker stuff. I think he was planning on you to like turtle, so he set
Yeah.
a stronger defense to hoping to like out efficiency you, I
So
think.
you're blaming me. Got it.
No, no, I'm not blaming you. I'm saying I think this guy scouted and changed his plan. No, no, set.
No, no, no.
No, you're gonna how, do you have like an R9 Sith assassin or something?
He's R8. He's way better than
Oh,
my
she's R.
set.
Oh, okay. All right. You got this one. You do it because it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that Sith Assassin actually dies so that I.
Yeah. I like Set because in the beginning, that's the only time he's like vulnerable. Like right there, you know what I mean? Like if she would have whirlwind, you could
Yeah.
have lost. So that's the only reason I like Set is just because I've been burned before. Pretty much in TW. TW.
Yeah, but now I think I've got enough health at this point. I should be all right.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
that
just be
set
careful with
is.
those oh, okay. Yeah, be careful with those drains. You don't want to like one life her. I think it happened to me once in
Well, they
yeah, there you
all
go.
they all have been hit, so they should be good there.
Yeah, now you're good. It happened to me once in what do you call it? I do like to I know it doesn't matter, but I do like to basic Ray, like when she's in alt and stuff, just to lower her offense. But
That's
it
not
it,
bad.
uh, it doesn't really matter.
All right, now we're good. Boom, done. See, didn't
Yep.
even need set. Look at that.
Yeah. All right. Um, let's uh let's do
He's 1 point behind me right now.
nice, nice. Radis. See, we're out efficiencing him. Radis,
Iden.
I didn't yeah. So with the tank, I don't know what tank you have, but I do like a
Uh,
tank.
so we're gonna do Radish, Jin, and I do have K2SO.
Or
There.
hold on, let me SWGOH because it might
I
be
could
better to
also
have the healing
Pathfinder.
immunity. Well, I want to look at it real quick because it
All
might be
right,
because
okay.
I don't know what relics they have. But healing it
Three
shouldn't
three
matter with the
seven.
alt and everything. Yeah, but let's just take a quick gander. Do they
Sure.
they don't have a datacron, do they?
They do not have a Datacron.
Okay, it's just Iden, Scout, and what?
Iden Scout and
Linus
Range. For those of us
range.
just joining us, I'm a turtle. We're gonna see if Cap can get me through a GAC not being a turtle. So far, we're doing all right.
Um, yeah, it's pretty much the same. So you can just use K2.
Okay, and I don't need a data crown, right?
You shouldn't.
All right, well, let's do it. My turtle shell is not here today, right? Which is kind of
He's
sad.
a You're a soft shell turtle today.
It does feel really, really weird not turtling.
Does it?
Because I don't do it ever.
I've never turtled, so I don't know the feeling. I've like strategically placed things on my wall that I knew they couldn't beat and just made it a lot easier. But that was it.
There we go. I was hoping to be able to do that. That's awesome. This should be easy at this point. See, Aiden has not been able to use her move at all.
Yeah. Easy.
Easy.
All right, fives. I think we're gonna have to overkill the fives, looking
You
at
think
what we
so?
have here. Yeah. All right, do you have no, you don't have DTMG. And this is why I'm really not a fan of of what you have. So there's a lot of like great things that you have that are just like if you were to take them to relics, it would be
I'm getting there. Listen, I had the
yeah,
Gungans, all right? I had to deal with getting R9 Gungans. Like, that was the thing. I mean, my
I
troopers
get
are
it.
not the fastest, but they're relicked.
Um, let's see. I'm looking through right now. At this point, I almost wish I left gas on offense.
I was surprised when you put gas in defense. I'm like, I haven't seen that in a very long time.
It's just putting something because the strategy isn't there's very few in that pretty much the back wall. Like the strategy is I was hoping like the front walls are big enough that they can't clear them cheap, but
Mm-hmm.
they're going to stretch out the roster, and then your back walls is what I was hoping to win with pretty much like a Jabba. What else did I put? Oh, your Gungans, Jabba are the like premier defenses there
Yeah.
because essentially I'm just stretching out the roster, and you can see like the other two there are just like literally filler that they need something,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and that's why there's like some non-relic things because we needed enough on offense that we can full clear too. Uh,
C squared. I'm happy that you're here. See, I dressed all fancy for you, and I was like, oh no, he might not be here, and that'll be ridiculous. I told you last night that I
um,
would.
yeah, so we
Cap
can
didn't even
go.
notice.
We can actually go. I don't know if you think this is too expensive, but the cheapest thing that's not a GL that has a pretty good win rate is Jedi Knight Luke, Cal Kestis, Jedi Knight Revan.
Against these guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that saves your GLs, and it still has a pretty good win rate, like 86.
A woman's
If you
suit?
have
No,
it,
it is a light spring summer blazer. Holy shit. So this is what we're thinking.
yeah, because I don't. Hmm. I don't want to waste anything that's more expensive, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And then we can just like, well, you'll have to go for Rex and then auto like quickly kill Rex, kill not young Rex, and then you'll probably have to like either work down
Well,
Crex
there's
or
a
whatever.
fives in there, so I can kill
Oh,
old
I'm
Rex,
sorry.
but then
Yeah. I just don't know if because he heals and you can try to kill fives first or I'm sorry Crex And then if you can't get through him, like if he's just like surviving, then you'll just have to go through 5 and then
All right,
young
let's see.
Rex. But he just heals a lot, you know what I mean? But Cal Kestis is really strong. So I don't mess with Cal Kestis that much. So I'm just gonna have to you're gonna
All
have to
right, so
rely
we're
on
gonna.
your
I mean, I kind of
I would
want to.
cleanse and pass the turn.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna do this because then I can do that afterwards.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew Cal Kestis had the juice.
The juice is loose.
I thought he was gonna die there.
Boom. There we
Yeah.
go.
And
All right.
I would have loved to save those 3 or for like functionality for JML, but
It's okay. It's alright. We got plenty. I'm
yeah.
not used to having this many GLs to play with.
Yeah, so I'm just trying. My whole philosophy is I'm always as clean as possible, cheapest what I can for that bottom wall.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to pull this up on because I this obviously is new, so I wasn't expecting it. There's not going to be
Uh,
data on it, so we're just going to
whenever
have to like
I would
strategize and maybe
just
like overkill.
vote
Maybe
random.
if our viewers have ideas, that would be great too.
Wolf, you've seen this. Come on,
Oh,
Wolf.
you know
I know
what?
you
You know
have.
what? Treya, maybe. Well, I don't know. This is without the.
Whenever and any, well,
Yeah.
Treya.
What
We
would
don't
you
really
guys
have the
do?
assists that Treya would normally have.
Yeah, hold on. What anyone? Because it's not hard. Like, I didn't have to do it with the Padme, did I? I don't think so. I think I
You
did
did not.
before. I did before, and I'm trying to remember what I used. Did I?
If you have the
Hmm.
assist to the buff. I mean, I feel like
Because
Treya would still work here because the damage is going to be relatively low from their side, right? They don't really have, well, they have some out
yeah,
of turn attacks, so they're going to be hurting themselves. And Nihilus can annihilate.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I guess Treya would probably be the cheapest.
You think with set?
Did they have Tuscans in the north?
Ooh, no. There's no Tuscans in the north yet. I haven't seen any Tuscans yet.
We could always use something for Tuscans, but okay.
So we're saying
Yeah,
Sith?
yeah. You can use. I would just go with Savage.
I don't have a Savage
Oh,
that has Omicron. You know that.
oh man,
I
I
can do
don't.
Talon for the extra speed, or I can do Set for the tank.
Um, man, this that really kind of changes things, doesn't it? Your Scion's pretty weak.
I have a Count Dooku Kron, not to use Dooku because it sucks, but at the very least I can get the other two um, pieces of it.
Do you have maybe this is a little crazy. Do you think Afra has the juice? No, I don't know with no.
No, no,
No.
because there's a lot of out of turn
Yeah.
attacks, and that Kron looks like it completely destroys those out of turn attacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Moon, how's it going? You like what I
Hmm.
did with your captain graphic?
Um, we didn't set. Do you have Gidme?
I can do a
Do you think are you faster? Yeah, you should be faster, right? You won't drain the enemy turn meter, right? Like they're immune to turn meter.
They're going to be immune to turn meter, so
Yeah. So are you like do you have faster? Would you be able to like delete Padme?
but the problem is I can, let's see.
Yeah. Let's just do set. Let's just do set.
You're going to do set? Okay.
Yeah. Let's just try it.
And
I
keep in
don't
mind,
think
I
it's
made
like
this suggestion here, so like if we lose it, it's my own fault. Do you want me to
well
use
set.
the cron?
Yeah. I would like the Chrome.
So Ray, he is he has set my defense. He's doing my offense for me. I still have to play the battles, unfortunately for me.
Yeah. I'm a consultant. I get. I do this
Now, do you
for
think
consultant rates though.
I should
I think
isolate
what?
Mace so that I can concentrate on Padme?
Yeah. Yeah. I do. Yeah. You got to isolate Mace and then just try to take Padme out as quick as possible. After that, the rest will go down.
Well, I feel like I'll be okay once Treya gets his thing going.
Yeah, I'm not like too scared of this, but
No, I think we're gonna be okay.
yeah. I could
Let's see.
definitely see it
Just
going
boom.
wrong, but we'll see. I'm not too worried.
Because now they have no damage.
Yeah, and then the courage doesn't do much against Set because he's all protection. Yep, just do the isolate.
Boom. Alright, so we've broken the wall. We'll see the back in a
Wow,
second. I'm just trying to keep an eye on
that
him
was
too.
crazy fast. Crazy fast.
Alright, so they have been one-shotting my shit. So in the back, we have a CLS,
Mm-hmm.
we have BAM, we
Bam.
have Ray, which I haven't seen in a long time. We have Ewoks, and we have Mon Mothma. So nothing
Okay.
that seems too crazy to worry about.
No, I don't think so. All right, let's go to the let's go to the north. Let's go be king of the north. Let's pick this apart. And we have all these GLs. All right, so SOKR Jabba first. Here,
Okay.
I'm just gonna say my plan real quick.
Okay.
So we can strategize before we do this. And then you can tell me what you're more comfortable with or what you think is best. But we have what, like 5 GLs? Is that
We
right?
have something like that. One, two, three, four. We have 5 GLs left.
Yeah. So all right, excellent. So probably going to Qui-Gon that or JML the Qui-Gon,
Okay.
um, SOKR Jabba,
Okay.
uh, probably Leia Lord Vader.
Okay.
Do you agree with me that that would be the most reliable, or
I
would
mean,
you be
out of
more
what I
comfortable with
have, I think
JMK?
that probably be the most. So if I go in with JMK, we're gonna get that whole issue with Maul, and it comes down to speeds at that point, right? Let's see if I can
I don't have
focus.
JMK, so I don't
That's true.
know.
Well, with Maul, it gets a little bit iffier. It's still winnable,
Yeah,
100%, but it does get a little bit. And it's been a long
yeah,
time since I've had to do it.
because I usually JML, but my JML is like R9 and super juicy
Yeah,
and he does everything right. You
we get
know,
it. We
he's
know
a
R9 JML. We understand.
he's an old soul and he just knows how to work it. So yeah, we'll
So
come back. I think Leia will probably be fine for Lord Vader. Is it
okay,
a R9? Like what's the relics on that?
on my Leia,
No, on the Lord Vader and the
on
Thrawn
their
and
Lord Vader.
the Maul. Like that is it
756. So nothing that
Okay, yeah,
great.
Leia's fine. Leia's fine.
All right, so we're
I
gonna
can't.
SLKR this.
Yeah, it's really small for me, so I can't see detail.
No, I know because you're
Like,
looking at that little
yeah,
screen. All right, so what do you normally use? Hux and Officer, or do you put a tank in there?
Um, it doesn't matter. You don't need the Hux. So I would put um crew, and then
Okay.
I usually go first order officer, but Hux is probably better. Who's your faster?
Out of Hux in First Order.
Yeah.
I have it backwards from what it's supposed to be, but my Hux is 301. Because I know normally you want
Yeah,
Officer to
just
go
Hux.
first.
Hux. Yeah, Hux
Okay,
is
so he's
fine. Usually I like to save Hux, but we don't have to save Hux.
okay.
You have teams
He's
galore.
he's got a thick cron, which is only gonna half help him, and I don't
Yeah.
think I have anything right there that's gonna be great against this. So,
Yeah, maybe it should be fine. What's the relics? Sorry, sevens?
well, doesn't matter. We started it. It's
Yeah.
7. This is my one neglected team.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
you're just
and
gonna poke
we want to
and
poke
swipe.
him. We're gonna set this.
Cool. And then after you basic,
Basic.
no, basic. Yeah, basic.
Poke
All
again
right,
for
so
more.
yeah, poke again.
Swipe or no swiping?
Uh,
Mass
just
attack,
basic.
right?
Oh
No.
no, no. You still have you can't mass attack. You just have to basic
Oh, right, because of the
the debuff. Yeah.
whatever the hell that debuff is called.
hmm Yeah, but pretty much after you basic here, he's gonna get buff immunity, and then you use something to dispel. Okay, his taunt fell off now. So still
Swipe.
swipe on him. Yeah, still swipe on him, and then you're just gonna just basic
I can no
on
stun on
Bush.
Bosch.
No, you can't stun Bush, but basic.
Okay.
She's unstunnable.
See, this is why I don't pay attention to kits.
All right, just poke Bush.
Poke the bush.
Yeah, and then I would probably just like jump into alt, to be completely honest.
Okay.
Man, basic. Swipe. Okay, cool. And at this point, it's just a formality. So, yep. Poke, swipe, basic, whatever. Probably swipe here, but you got this. I'm sure.
Well, if I lose at this point, that'd be pathetic.
Yeah. It would be
I have
sad.
seen some. I have seen some crazy things over the years of playing this game. So who knows?
It's possible. It's definitely possible to lose. I see it's on auto now, so you
Now,
trust the computer.
usually with first order, you don't trust the computer, right? But I
Yeah,
think for this one, we're pretty okay.
it would be all right. I usually do play it manually just because of the blinds and everything, but it doesn't matter. Like with crew,
Okay.
he's not gonna die to bombs and stuff. So,
Let's see.
all right. So would you click there? Oh, you're
I
seeing what
was
he's doing.
just. I
Has
want
he
to see what
dropped?
he's doing. All right. So
Ah,
he
he
dropped the
dropped. He
battle.
dropped him. Ah, yeah. I knew it. I knew it. I was
All
like,
right. I
he.
like that.
Yeah. I knew he had. That's why I put it on the front wall. Well, bottom. I put it on the bottom because he has trouble with it, and I thought he was gonna go from north to south and then the
And
back
have even
wall.
less.
But so a little surprised. But I think he wanted to see what you're doing. Yeah, Leia. But
All
here,
right.
that's the window we need. So if
That's
we
what I said. Sometimes
if
you
we
just
full
need.
clear,
So what do I do? Drogon and R2.
yeah, yeah,
Now, I have this Gungan cron, which is a thick cron, and I don't have
yeah.
Gungans left.
Just
This is
just
the
go.
hardest team, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Go with the thick crown here. So I don't really know how to play Leia, so you're just gonna have to do
Oh god,
this. Just kill Maul, whatever,
wonderful.
whatever. Yeah. I don't think it's like a too difficult, especially
No,
with this relic levels.
once I take out Maul, we should pretty be okay,
Yeah.
and that should be fine once Drogon gets a turn.
Yeah, bonking. Yeah, your Drogon's sleeping on the job.
Well, no, you use the first thing you use is Leia's like where she reduces his TM to 0,
Uh-huh.
and then his next hit he does a lot more damage.
No, okay.
These losers who don't know
Yeah.
how to use Leia.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really interacted with I don't have her yet, so after JMK, I'll get her. But
Yeah, I mean she's not a. I don't. I think she's a luxury. Obviously she's great, but
yeah.
I see
I
more
have her
utility.
shards all farmed and everything. I chose JMK as my next one because he's my favorite character, and I now can have the luxury of farming
Of being able to do those things.
yeah, of doing my first just
Okay, so he
luxury
broke
farm.
my wall. We've got
Excellent.
nothing too bad
Uh
up there. You can keep talking. I just want to see if. All right, so
yeah,
just one drop to battle there.
one drop. That's not bad. That's honestly in this meta with what he brought, like one drop battle is not bad. All right, so he's probably SOKRing that right now, I imagine. I think, and what I'm hoping for is no, I wasn't expecting Java to get a hold. Maybe if he went north first and he
Yeah,
like overkilled those, that's what I was hoping for. But I think Java is going to get one shot, and
that's fine.
it's messy, and that's why I put Java down because it's a messy one shot.
I think the thing that
So
I'm nervous about here is my fleets. I'm not too nervous about
mhm.
anything else because I'm used to easy fleets with my GL fleets, and you said no, put them all on defense. So I'm a little nervous there, but we'll see. All right, so we have two GL left
Mhm.
total, three GL left. Where are we going with this?
Yeah. So it's I is that the 100% one? It's not, right? Can you click
The
on that?
Datacron.
Yeah.
The first
It's
time each
not.
resistance falls between 50%, they
Yeah,
reduce
yeah.
their
So you can
cooldowns.
you just want to see what and then another Sith in there for that one?
For
Do you
this?
think that's yeah, do you think that would be best or you want to JMK it?
No, I mean, well, what are the hardest things we have right now is this, right? So the
Yeah.
Zoricron.
So we yeah,
And
so
I
we
think
can
the
just
the other two things I'm not concerned about, but like are the only things that give me any real pause are BAM and CLS.
but even with what you have because we have Reva,
Yeah, yeah,
we have C Reva because we like essentially we have four or three yeah, we have what, three GLs left?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Two or three. Yeah, three. So we have four teams. So those are the four things that scare us. We have four things. We just have to like pick the best ones for it.
And we're gonna JML
But
this
I think,
Qui-Gon. We're gonna
yeah, and I
see
think JMK the Zori.
JM just delete the Zori,
Yeah,
tell it to go fuck itself.
yeah, because that's
All
the
right,
strongest team right now. So JMK is your strongest team, and
all
I
right. We'll
like
go.
I've seen C lose some things that are just
And
like
we also have Sidious Kron too.
I think Sidious Kron beats it as well, but we can do Sidious Kron something in the back, right? Like
All
maybe
right.
Ewoks or something. I don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna let you play this because you know.
Yeah, that's all of his damage right there. Damage is gone.
Yeah, this is this is it's a massacre. There's nothing more to do here.
I don't even need that.
Oh, the Khan Warlock. Sorry. Yeah. So you may even the Padme Kron, I wouldn't try to solo with. Like I just wouldn't trust it to be completely honest.
There we go.
Yeah. All right, and then just
Yeah,
JML.
keep
You
talking.
can
I'm just checking in on their. Yeah, he one drop shot it.
yeah, SOKR probably. This is pretty nice that he's attacking at the same time, I think.
It is kind of
Adds to
cool,
this
right?
yeah, adds to the suspense.
Be like,
What
hey
do you
guy,
guys What do you guys think? Chat. Do you guys do you think I think this is pretty cool? I don't know. I never get to attack at the same time
At
as
the
my
same time as
opponent.
someone else.
Yeah, he's probably a sweat lord and was watching you the whole time. Like, when's this nerd gonna
When's this
attack?
guy gonna attack?
Yeah.
All right, so I should be pretty good here, really. I feel like anybody,
I
right? Because we don't have a
yeah,
cam. Kind
yeah,
of do
you
this
could
similar to what you did.
yeah. Yeah, and I one time I lost. I went solo JML and lost against a
No.
Qui-Gon
Well,
because
we
they
already
had a
have a
really
dropped
strong.
battle.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it's not super, and I would rather, you know, like a 60 57 or whatever it is perfectly fine. So, and this is a pretty weak Qui-Gon too.
And we got rid of the most important part of that team anyway.
Hmm. Yeah, so this is going to be so. I have more guts than you, Ray Rock. What do you mean? I don't deny it, but I. Why do you think that? Oh, solo with Old Man Luke. Yeah. Well, it's normally fine.
Cap is at a different point in the game where I feel like he has to sometimes take those risks in order to win
I would take out the two in the back before, and then we can like think about what we have left. You know what I
for
mean?
the
Like the
top.
two.
All right, let's see. Okay, so we have this here.
Yeah.
I wonder what the modding is, because if the modding's not too great, Wampa should be pretty okay here. The one problem is sometimes you get hung up on Cara Dune.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we can let's look at your teams first before we see if we even need to Wampa, because we
They're
you
not
have you still
great.
have a lot of like I saved a lot of teams, and you can CLS it like I did, right?
Yeah.
So we
Fuck
could
you, Black
probably just
Hammer.
go with CLS.
Yeah, so we have C left, we have Third Sister left, so that's two strong teams. We have Star
Yeah,
Killer left, and then I think you
yeah,
left me Afro, right? So we have a
hmm,
pretty considerable, and then we
yeah.
do have Sidious Kron.
Um, let do you think Sidious Kron can take what?
It's been
I don't have any
I haven't taken out any of these teams with
bounty
Sidious
hunters.
Kron. I've been
The
using it
bounty
against Star
hunters.
Killer,
What about those bounty hunters in the front?
the
I
Zam.
don't I don't see any.
Maybe
Yeah, I don't see anything that would stop Sidious Kron in the on the bounty hunters, right?
look it up.
Uh oh yeah, we can because it's an older. I keep forgetting that it's an older cron because I'm like there's no data for anything, but there's still and that your opponent doesn't have a cron on that one. So yeah, let's see. I'm pretty positive
Yeah,
though that
I'm
I
almost
don't.
positive. Are you looking it up, or am I going in blind?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Okay. Black Hammer, so you missed it. Basically, what happened is yesterday I asked Cap, I said, hey, it'd be fun. Why don't you do my GAC for me? So he completely
Yeah,
redid
this
my
is fine.
defense.
97.6%, and the
Okay, let's do it.
2.4% probably didn't have the data cron. Like someone who just looked at the data and was like, "This works."
I love when that happens. Baroness, mine is modded from the C event. I haven't remodded for this at all. This is just kind of what was there. We do try to collab as much as we can, Pamino, but I'm in New York and he's in Japan, so it kind of doesn't always work out. Today being Memorial Day, it just worked really nicely. All right, there we
Yeah,
go.
it is pretty difficult sometimes, but yeah, it's totally fine. You should basic to put healing immunity. There you go.
Boom.
Yeah,
All right, so we've
excellent. I
broken
wish I
those
had
two
that
walls.
cron. Yeah, let's see what's on the back wall fleet wise.
Thanks. All right,
Okay.
so nothing too terrible. I think
Yeah,
he
so
does
this
have
is
Marauder. Did we check that?
yeah, this is this is what we planned for, right? This is
Okay.
100% what I planned for fleet wise. It was Malevolence the Negotiator, Negotiator the Malevolence, and then Chimera the Redis is what I had planned for you.
Okay. Malevolence against negotiator gets like it really depends on that taunt, right? Like, because sometimes I
Do
win it,
you
sometimes I lose it.
do you have a better I
No,
don't know. Like you have
I,
the relics, but I don't to
like I said,
me
what I
that's
do is I
like
use
pretty
my GL
reliable.
fleets. So we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
We'll play through it. We'll get there. We'll do our fleets,
Mhm.
but let's get these other four teams out there. It looks like he is taking a break to see what happens, to see how I do,
He's
or he's
probably
shitting
waiting to see
himself.
if you drop a battle because we cleanly I think
Done
because you
everything.
cleanly cleared his front, he's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I lost this."
yeah.
All right,
Um,
so CLS
mhm.
the all right, so I guess you can use because I don't want to use C against that to be
No, that's
completely
way
honest.
overkill.
Yeah. Well, everything here is
Everything's
going to be
overkill, but
overkill.
I feel like
That's what there's. I'll tell you this.
that's true. That's true. You want to? I do not have Reva Crown. I mean, we could try it. Uh, let's. You can't hear. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Cap, it looks like you disappeared. If you want to take a look, if you got rid of show on
Okay.
stream, is he there? There he is. He
Did
should be
I?
back. I don't know why that happened.
Hmm.
The ship is captainless.
Yeah.
I'm the
All
captain now.
right. Cool.
There he is. There he is. Good.
Yeah. I don't
Jailboy,
know.
good morning, man. How's it going? You should be here. You're back now. You're back now. I got you.
Okay.
So we're
Good.
thinking third sister here. He
Yeah.
went on strike.
Let me look at this real quick. I'm just pulling up
I didn't
the
pay him
data.
enough.
Yeah. You didn't pay my. Yeah. This is 100% a a a easy W.
Yeah. All right. You think torture CLS?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I would do.
Cut his hand off. Let him know who his dad is.
Say no, Wolf. Trust me. Say no.
Yeah, just put him out of his misery. It's 2:38 p.m. in England. Nice.
I was hoping to get a full heal there, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
2:30 p.m. Yeah,
We're not
it's
we're
9:30 in the morning for me.
we're not pinching the banners today. We're not pinching the banners. Plunder the high seas. Yes. All right. What do you want to see? What are you most concerned about?
I mean, I think the thing I'm most concerned about is probably the BAM, right?
Yeah,
That
I
seems like
guess.
the
Yeah.
hardest team here.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you disagree?
Bam. Mm, yeah, I guess that's the one that
You
will
do
steal the
disagree?
banners. No, I don't. I honestly, I'm not like too concerned about any of these teams.
So we'll just do a C Watt. That should be all right, right?
Yeah, yeah, that should be good. Should be good. You still need your coffee and breakfast.
We got.
Smoking a
I had
crepe,
my espresso.
a bong and a blitz. You didn't eat yet?
I need to eat. That's one thing I need to do.
Yeah. I did. I ate right before this.
Well, it's
I'm
what
not.
it's. When we got on, it
Yeah.
was probably like 6, 7 o'clock at night for you, so that makes sense.
Eight. Yeah, it was 8 o'clock at night. 8 o'clock. Um, for overkills, I'm not gonna interject anything. You
You
know, like
just well,
you're
it's
not
on
even doing
auto.
anything. You're playing it on auto. Okay, cool. Yeah.
The only thing I do want to do is make sure that the other thing goes to Bam. He would be the only one I'd be even slightly concerned. Um, I'd have a hard time locking up on. No, there's no whiskey in my espresso this morning. There was yesterday morning, and it didn't taste bad. I thought it was gonna taste not so great, but it was completely fine. It's Monday. I thought it was better, even though it is Memorial Day. Um, I
Oh
thought it would be
no, no.
better to be
Okay.
sober.
Yeah. Do you work tomorrow?
No, actually. So my district, normally I would have school tomorrow, but
Uh-huh.
we didn't use all of our snow days, so they gave it back to
Oh,
us on
okay.
this weekend.
Nice. Yeah, I have 4 days off too. Okay.
Look at the military
What
treating
do
you
we
right.
have left?
So
What do
we
we
have
have left?
JTR, we have Mon Mathma, and we have the Ewoks,
No,
and
I,
we
I meant in
have
your
Star. No, I know. I'm doing both
yeah.
for our viewers at home.
Oh,
We
okay.
have a CLS. We have a Star Killer. We have. Um,
So
I
let's
think
let's
Afra you left
CLS.
me.
Yeah, so
CLS
you want
this.
to so we can Afra JTR, right?
Okay.
Like I do think that would be good. Um or
JTR
let's
is not that
first
hard a team.
let's CLS Mon Mothma.
All right. Regular CLS or the threes
Yeah. Yeah, see,
Chupio
I think
comp.
just CLS. Normal CLS works just fine, right? I just did it and it was
That's true. But
um
to be fair, I was paying attention to your chat because you don't. So
yeah,
yeah, I
I
am I
don't.
am a
I
teacher.
didn't.
I work in the school districts. I also own a karate school, so I'm
I
constantly
I would
working with
just
kids.
throw whatever cron you have. Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, it was shit anyway. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna see if we can just get them both. No. Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, it's always the worst.
The problem is that now she's gonna revive. She's got potency up, which is just
Well,
annoying, and
you
then we go through this.
just save the middle button on CLS for her. Just kill him, and then middle buff immunity whenever it comes by on her.
Get rid
Oh,
of her. Now we should
oh,
be
I thought
good.
she was gonna revive right there for a second. I was like,
No,
come
because she
on.
hasn't taken enough
Yeah,
turns.
yeah.
I don't even know what Wonder Boy is, but Cobra Kai, 100%. I haven't watched the newest season though. I do need to get back on that
It's
train and
is
finish
that
that out.
is the newest season out or the one
No,
that's
well,
been
the
out for a
newest
while?
season that was out, I haven't
Oh
seen
man, you're
yet. I
way
haven't finished.
behind. You're way
I know.
behind.
I gotta finish it up this summer probably when I have the time, which will be great because that's when the final season comes out. All right, so we are thinking Afra here.
What do you have? To be completely honest, I don't know anything about Afra, and I have no faith and confidence in her. So what else do you have?
I think Afra could do this.
You
I'm
think
gonna
so?
prove you wrong. Afra can do this.
I
I
don't.
don't watch the UFC really.
I'm not saying she can't. I'm saying I don't know anything about her. I'm sure she could.
She'll be able to do
This
this.
is this is not a very good team.
It is a good team when it does what it needs to.
It can
But
be.
this is we're not playing against a team that has a lot of damage,
Yeah.
so we should be okay. I used to
The
watch a lot
murder.
of UFC back in the day. Lyoto Machida. I followed his career for a while, but I don't really watch it anymore.
The murder bots.
Those murder bots
I
do
do.
real good work.
I do love that little trash can. right.
See, they worked.
So
I told
you
you.
don't think this is much better than what you do normally? Because it's like it's so clean, right?
It's so much more effort on my part. If I didn't have
Yeah.
you here, I'd have to think. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And you're thinking Star Killer against these guys?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's all you got. That's the. But do you see what I did as far as like I put as much on your defense with enough flexibility that we can just like overkill everything, but
Oh, it was definitely.
still have like the flexibility if they change their offensive, like because he could have gone heavy defense because he's like, oh, he's turtles, I'm a turtle, and my defense would still be like high enough that like the Jar Jar, the Jabba, the
Would
Ray,
cause some
those things
problems.
would, yeah. I do love Star Killer. Such a good team.
There we go.
Yeah, see?
Let's
And then
see.
you already know what to do for the fleets.
Just want to pop out. I wanted to see if he messaged me. Sometimes you get a message from them, and that's always fun when it's
Is
when
he
it's a nice
is he gonna
message.
he's probably gonna
Hey,
message you and be like, "Why me?
I saw you.
why did you do this to
Why did
me?"
you change your ship because of
Yeah.
me? The stuff
Yeah, why?
you do normally.
Yeah.
Gav, man, thanks for the raid, dude. For those of us just joining us, we're gonna see if Cap can lead me to victory. And we're almost there. So again, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you talk fleets with me, it's like speaking Greek. I know that you want me to do malevolence against a negotiator.
Hmm.
Do you want to just do that first to get what I feel is the hardest one out of the way?
What do you normally do for Radis? Do you feel comfortable doing something else with Radis? Like obviously you can't malevolence the Radis, right? Like that's not, well, you can, but that's not a good matchup. But are
So
you more
again,
comfortable with like,
I
because
normally
in the, yeah.
I normally save all my GL fleets, and I just
Yeah.
delete
So
fleets if I get the fleets.
do you have a usable executrix?
I have every ship.
All right, so I don't have a usable executrix. So here's the deal, right? You can Chimera the Negotiator, you can
Okay.
Executrix the Radis, and then you can Negotiator the Malevolence if you're more comfortable. I
Can you
just
say
didn't
Executrix
tell
one more time?
Executrix.
Okay, that's better.
Why?
Well, Baroness will tell you later. She'll get a soundbite of
Okay.
you saying Executrix.
Okay. Well, so that's what I would do. I would split your empire. Uh, Chimera, obviously the negotiator,
Chimera the Negotiator.
executrix. Yeah, but
Okay.
do you know how to split them? Like the ideal
Well, no,
splits?
you're doing this. This is your show. You have to lead
Okay,
me to
so
victory.
well that's why I'm asking if you know. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, you don't know. So if you want to do the executrix fight first, actually, that splits a
Okay.
little easier. Or,
So against Radis.
here, let me pull up my ships. Sorry, my fleet, so I don't mess this up for you.
I
All
own
right,
the fact, Baroness. I own the fact that I pronounced everything wrong.
so it's gonna be Scythe starting with Starfighter. Yeah, Starfighter, Emperor
Scythe,
Shuttle,
Emperor
Imperial TIE
Shuttle.
Bomber reinforcement.
Which one is Starfighter? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just TIE Fighter?
No, no, no. Like the TIE. I'm sorry. Did I say TIE Fighter? TIE Bomber. TIE
Let me just make
Bomber.
sure. Sometimes I use. Yeah,
That's the
they
TIE
look the
Advance.
same. They look the same to me.
No, TIE Bomber is like way thicker.
Okay, so we're doing this against Radis.
Yeah. So essentially, you're not going to use any dispels.
Okay.
I don't even think this team has any dispels except for Scythe. But the Radis is going to do Radis things, right? It's going to have a bunch of buffs, and then you're going to clean all those buffs off with Scythe, and then you're just going to start deleting them from there.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Can
Let's see
Cap
how it
lead us
goes.
to victory? Kursitan doesn't. I don't care. I randomly. I don't even spell his name. I just use
For
random
Santon.
letters. All
Yeah.
right. So I'm not
Uh,
actually
I,
really familiar with Starfighter.
I would just go all in on the tank for now.
We don't want buff
Yeah, sure.
immunity,
That
right?
second
No.
second special.
Well, no, because that's a buff immunity. We want him to get
Oh, is it?
buffs.
Okay. Yeah, that
Gain
one.
foresight.
The special.
Okay, we'll just use this.
Yep.
Well, we want to use the Scythe Dispel because we want to
Yep.
make them all strong. Deal special damage and entire lock and other taunts.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, do we want to dispel now?
Yeah. Yeah. Dispel. No, no, middle.
I know, I was reading them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I didn't want to screw it
Okay.
up. Okay.
Yeah, you can use buff immunity now. All right, and then just rain hell on him. All right, kill. Yep, that dude. I'm gonna need you to not miss your shots though.
Yeah,
You're
well,
just making us look bad at this point.
that's the
Just
problem.
put the special on himself.
On himself. Okay. We got the coming pants coming up.
Yeah, that's fine. Just yeah, basic
There we
on.
go. It's stealth
Just
right
basic.
now, so nothing I can do. We can
Yep,
dispel
dispel all that,
these.
and then just rain hell on that. Come in the pants.
There we go. Oh, that was beautiful.
There you go.
Look at that. So you have two more battles you have to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And they've... Okay, so he's started attacking again.
All right, and then Chimera that.
He still hasn't beaten my Gungans. They're sitting there all pretty.
He probably stopped and he probably went to go research like how the F you beat
What do
those
I do?
Gungans, because that's what I would do. I would be like, this MFer
The hell
on
did
the
he
back
do?
wall dropped Gungans. R9s.
All right, so we're using Chimera here against Negotiator.
Yep, Chimera. Yep. So yeah, I'm sure you know the standard, right?
It is advanced. We don't want Defender yet. No, I have no fucking idea. Why would I know?
So the just everything but the bottom two, put them in there.
Yeah, but like, no, he I want as a first reinforce, or I want him in the reinforcement
No.
slot.
Yeah. Put the bottom two. Yep. And then there you go. Yep.
All right, this I'm not as familiar with, so
Yeah, I wish I would have known that your. If I would have known how strong it would have been, I would have kept your TIE bomber, but it's still fine.
all right.
Yeah, just all in on
Anakin.
Anakin. Yep, all in on Anakin. All right, TIE
And
Defender, Son Anakin.
And that is this, right? Yeah.
Yep, the special.
He's gonna use his shield.
Yep. And then just basic. I don't even know, honestly. Just whatever you think is good.
Dispel buffs from them. Increase. I don't know if that's gonna work though. Gain defense up, protection up. They receive an addition of the allies empire. There. All right, let's just fucking do that. You think?
Nope. No, I just go all in on the tank. Take the tank down until you can get to. Yeah. All right. Yep. Anakin.
You want me to use my special?
Yeah. Basic. Nah. Basic. I want him dead. Basic with the defender.
No, but I'm on my capital ship. You want me to use
Yeah.
the attack?
Yeah. Use your basic on the defender. I
Oh, I
don't.
saw what you're saying. I
Yeah, that. And then Mark Anakin.
Which one is the mark? The second
Just
special?
yeah, you can just use the middle specials fine too.
This is why I don't really interact with fleets because it's just too much.
All right. Yeah, basic. Uh, go tank. Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
And then yep. Oh no, that's fine.
that sucks.
Yeah, just kill the
So
tank.
if I kill the tank, it's coming back up.
Is it? Yeah, if I kill Plo or something, you don't want him to do craziness. Heal your yeah, whatever one. Yeah, kill. And then kill Anakin. Basic. Okay. Cool. And then yep. Yeah, middle.
There we go. This is gonna be one of those
Not the
stupid
cleanest.
fights that I hate. He's gonna like use his alt
Yeah, take all your banners.
and take
Oh
everything
man.
and
That's fine. You can should be able to kill him with the alt here. Yeah, alt that guy, yeah, Rex.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Not
he
not the
still has
cleanest, but
not.
it's a lot safer. And then you can
So we just
negotiate her that super easily.
let's see. Yeah, he's taking his sweet time. I think if I clear this, he's gonna just give up. He's gonna be like, "This is not worth my time anymore."
Yeah.
Galactic Republic. Let's do 1, 2. Where is it? 3, 2. Should be okay with that.
Yeah.
And
I just yeah.
I
All in
like
on
to
the
take
bomber.
out the droid just so that it's. But
No.
no, tank.
No. Yeah.
I know. I
All in
just
on the
like so
bomber.
that if I have to do a cleanup, that's just how I am. Then the droid is gone because it's the whatever one left. Sure.
That's that's how the NPC plays, and that's what you want him to do. You want him to all in on the bomber. Or you want them to go after your dude. All right, and then Plo it up. This is like the worst part of the counter when you're trying to when you're trying to malevolence.
Get through all this shit.
Yeah,
It's okay.
no, it's
We got
like
this.
when they come out with Plo and then they just like clear
And
all
then
your
you go, oh
buzzies.
fuck, yeah.
Yeah, but you won this
Interesting.
already.
Very interesting there.
Yeah, you never expect it. You always keep them guessing.
Okay, this should be the last ship that we need to kill.
I'll just yeah clear the buzzies. And just sniping all your banners.
It's okay. They've dropped a
All
battle.
in.
I haven't. We're good.
Yep.
We've
There you
had some
go.
nice solos in there. So Cap was able to full clear with my account, which is really nice. That's something that's very rare. It does look like he has done something in the interim. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, he's waiting. He's saving those Gungans for last.
Yeah. but you won pretty much. It's super clean,
That was
super
good.
clean.
That was
So
awesome.
yeah.
When I win later, I'll give you my I'll be like, hey, Cap did this for me. I have one roster review in the
Uh-huh.
chamber, and I know he's here, Jailboy. So I want to see if we can do that, but I have so many sources running that it was getting very laggy before. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna take away my YouTube over here, so I will not be able to
Yeah.
see YouTube chat.
So yeah, if you guys want to know what I did, it's all in my YouTube videos. Like everything I did here. Like
If you
it's
want to
the
know what I
knowledge.
did,
It doesn't matter where you are, what you are in the game. Like scouted him, saw what he does, saw what his weaknesses were, put that on the account. I put highs, but then I try to like put some depth of characters and teams that aren't gonna like just get beat for super cheap. Except for the back, there's a few like Ewoks. I would have if you would have had more like Sir Malicos, DTMG stuff like that. I would have put that in the back instead of Ewoks, and I think like Mon Mothma or something I put back there.
I'm getting there. All
So
right, I am getting there. I am gonna do it. Those are short term projects for me. Cap just did his GAC this morning as well, and you are an 8 million account. You went up against somebody that has like 12.5, I think it was, right?
yeah, something like that. I am getting closer to 9 now, but yeah, like
But he
essentially.
you full cleared him, which is that's impressive, I think.
Yeah, he is attacking right now.
Oh,
Pretty sure he's gonna
your guy's
win.
attacking.
Yeah.
Did he drop anything yet?
No.
No drops.
No, he didn't. So we'll
No
see.
drops.
We'll see.
All right, so
I,
I'm
I
gonna
think I think he's
turn.
gonna win.
You're he of little faith, man. That's I think you're all right. I think you're gonna do okay. So I'm gonna change over my sources here because I do have a roster review that we can do. Um, just have to get it up here. And I think now that I turned off that one chat, I should be pretty good on this lag. Um, ooh, let's see. Now, Jailboy, I know that you are on YouTube. Unfortunately, my multi-chat is not working for some reason. I don't have the time to figure that out right this second. And I did have to take away my YouTube spot to make this not lag. So if you've got extra context for me, I'm not gonna be able to see it unless you pop over to
I
Twitch.
know I know they count actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is this somebody
Sorry,
that
there's
came to you recently
yeah. Yeah. No, he's been my viewer for a very long
for a while?
time. Yeah, so he originally started because he was originally when I think he was like very, very low. I don't even know how much GP he had, or it may have been like when he first started, he started watching
Yeah.
me. Because he's only at like 1 point something million GP.
Okay. I
So
mean,
like I think he's been watching me for
he's
I don't know,
1.5. Yeah, yeah.
he can tell you, but I don't know how long, but I do remember when he's was like had almost like nothing, no notable anything in his account. So
This is where I normally like around the time that people start thinking about like GLs and stuff is where I shine. When people come to me with like 500,000 accounts, I'm like I don't know how to help you. Go talk to Loquidor or whoever else runs those early things. And that's going to be you soon now with your
yeah,
alt account.
that's why I started because I was like I was the same way. I was like I don't know like farm Phoenix and Imperial Troopers and just kind of figure it out until you get to 85, or whatever.
All right, so I'm not familiar with this account. We have them. Let's see. Roster review. Top 20 fleet is 35-star exec. What? My top 20 of Fleet Arena is 35-star executors. That's three 5-star executors, one 7-star executor, one 4-star profundity, and the rest are negotiator bundles. I am not coordinating with my fleet chart. Ground war and mythic tier. Rest are normal tier. We're not fans of formatting. Current farm is Bad Batch, Darth Revan, Negotiator, Bosk, Y-Wing is 55 shards away from 7 stars. I'm completing the farms. Completing the farms I'm doing for Bad Batch. I'm not farming Omega right now, and we'll put in 5s for the 5th. I am 100% free to play. Specific characters teams is Jedi Knight Revan, Revan Squad, Padme Squad, Bosk, Captain Rex, Savage, Darth Vader. Can you also look at the mods of these characters' teams specifically as well? Thanks. I'm still working on a few members of the team's mods. All right, that's an earful. Let's see what we got going on here. We're gonna throw up. Take this down. Pop that back up. Throw this over here. Turn off that source because we don't need it anymore. All right, so here's his account, and you've seen the account before. I'm assuming that you've done a roster review for them before.
I've done like 5 roster reviews for him.
Okay.
Like,
do you normally
I don't. What?
Go ahead.
No, I don't remember anything like notable about it. I just remember because every time I just give him like, hey, here's this like just general things that I would want to say, and I always tell him like, hey, you're kind of like a little too early for me to give you like really good guidance. And mainly especially with it because he wants me to like look at his mods. He asked you to look at his mods, and I just told him like, hey, look, you don't really have the time to develop mod depth for me to give you like
that's the thing.
Good feel.
When you are at this point in the game, when you're at like that 1 to 1.5, even when you get to like 3, 4, you are using whatever mods just happen to show up, right? Like you're spreading yourself out thin, and if you get a good mod, you get a good mod. If you don't get a good mod, you don't get a good mod. You don't have the luxury to say, oh, well, this mod sucks, so I'm not going to use it, right? Like I won't use anything that's below 10 speed, and I'm starting to transition to 11 and 12 speed myself. But at this level,
I do have something to say. So Lord of Darts said he thinks he's a little scattergun, and nothing he's farmed puts him in position of a GL. And I would say this, like the early game, it's fine to farm like one relic character for a team because he's still in GAC, he's still playing the game. You don't like right now, unless a team is fully relicked, it's not usable for me for the most part, except for like Treya. But like in the early game, you can go with like one relic per team and you build, like a set of teams, and then relic the most important one in that team. And that's perfectly fine. Like he has what, 3 relics, and you're trying to critique his relics. It's like the dude only farmed 3, like that's, I don't know what you want from him. Like
he probably did Darth Vader because everyone said do Darth Vader, and now it looks like he's working on the Revan team.
And he said he hasn't farmed anything towards a GL. He has 3 relics. 2 of those are for C. Like I don't know what you're saying, and I know early game you recommend, and I would say for him like Executor C would be great. He's farming the relics he has farmed right now would be great for Executor C. So I don't think the critique on his relic choices so far is a fair one.
No, and that's something that people have to recommend. Like when I go on Reddit and people ask like, hey, how high do I have to take relics? Like what belongs at relic 8? What belongs at relic 7? And my answer is always your team is done for now when it's doing what you want it to do, right? Like, so if your goal is for a Revan team to be able to take out, I don't know, an Ewok team, just as a random ass example, and you're able to do that with everyone at G12, your team is complete for now. And you might revisit that later on, but your goal at the lower end of GAC is, like you said, I'm not facing lower end teams. I'm not facing teams that are at G10, G11, G12. This guy is. And if he's facing something that has considerable relics, he's lost. It's just somebody that dropped so far down.
Yeah. But, especially with these Lightspeed bundles, if you have, one relic on a team, you might be able to get through, a crappily modded First Order resistance, Ewoks, whatever. If you have like decent mods and you play the game smartly and you build some like decent teams. So, and he has good investment on Savage, like taking that to gear 12, taking his Ewoks to gear, or his Geo to gear 12. Geos are pretty
Yeah,
much like a relic team with the bonuses they get. They don't, their damage isn't great, but they perform pretty well. So I
especially
think this
early on.
guy's, yeah, this dude, I like this dude's account. And I think if you look at his mods, you'd be pretty shocked because this is I don't have a thing where I call people like inquisitors or anything like that. But if I had something to tag some like viewers,
Yeah.
this guy would probably wear that tag. And I do see a lot of what I would do or my philosophies and even his mods in his account. I think he's doing an excellent job. So
Yeah, well,
personally,
let's
but
take a
you can
look.
look at, yeah.
Let's see. Let's sort by speed of mods. Mod speed, just to get an idea. Um, all right, well, let's just see this first. Honestly, I'm impressed with a plus 141 on Revan at this level of the game.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I
this guy.
I've seen guys I've reviewed in the last couple of months with worse modding than this who are at like the 5, 6, 7 million range, and then you look and you go, what the hell are you doing? Like, what is going on with your account? This is someone who, so it says that they joined GG March 7th, and I can only imagine they didn't start playing too long before that, right? So,
I think he has
I
like
mean,
6 months time played.
6 months total. Okay, so probably around like December that he started playing, and
Yeah.
it's a free to play account. The only thing that I would say though is, you know, listen, it really depends on if you're looking for efficiency versus fun. And when people are looking at like, oh, I want 100% a fun account, well then I can't fucking help you, right? Like, cause I
I
only
think
know what is fun.
he leans more towards efficiency, I would say.
I would
Because he
agree based on where we're at right now, but then like why do we need Bad Batch this early in the game?
I did stop him from my review was like because he was doing like gas Bad Batch and I was
Yeah.
like, no. I was like, don't do that.
Well, that's
Like,
what we're looking at right now, right? Because this
yeah.
Discord message is from 3 days ago. So unless well, that maybe was right around the time because your birthday was
It was
on Friday.
yeah, he submitted that right after I did. Maybe he was like, is Captain wrong? Am I wrong? Maybe Captain's wrong.
No.
I don't know.
Well, the thing is, like you and I think we do have a similar overall philosophy, but I tend to stress TB more than GAC, and you tend to stress GAC more than TB. So that's where our
Yeah.
differences kind of are. But when it comes to early game ROI, I do think that we typically follow a very similar structure. Is the goal is get your fleet crystals, build up the assault battles that are easy to build up your modding, and then from there you're free to do whatever the hell you want.
Yep, exactly. Same
So,
philosophy.
so I don't know what your review was for him, but you had said earlier, hey, I know that you have talked about this in the past, or I have talked about this in the past. My preferred method for an account this early, and especially because you've already built that path, is going Executor C, JML, Java. And that gives you
I
everything that an
I
account
couldn't
needs.
I couldn't disagree more. It's
No.
obviously no, it's
Oh my god.
obviously
Oh god.
Executor C Java JML. Like I don't
So
you totally totally dropped the ball on that one.
and this is where you and I, it's funny because it's very similar, right? It's a very similar path.
Yeah.
It's building the same ROI, but this is where you focus a little bit more on the GAC side and modding, and I'm looking at it from the perspective, all right, we have a 1.5 million account. After getting Executor, after getting C, after you get Jedi Knight Luke, because you need Jedi Knight Luke for both, you're pushing that
And
3.54 million barrier into Conquest.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I tell them to fully build CLS before they go into Java. And if you
Yeah.
fully build CLS, you build Jedi Knight Luke, you're pretty much right there for JML.
Yes.
But the time frame to build JML in Java is exactly the same. And I would rather you build Java, get access to that, and then immediately unlock JML. And that's what I did. So I unlocked JML like 3 weeks after Java
Doing Java.
because of how, yeah, just because I already had CLS, I had Jedi Knight Luke. I just had to get like Mon Mothma, and
You
then
know,
I
I
got
don't hate it. I don't hate it for him especially just because. So you're saying Executor C CLS Java
yeah,
JML.
yes. Yep.
And if you do it that way, you have to
Well,
get
I
Jedi
would.
Knight Luke anyway, and he already has fairly okay Jedi.
Well, yeah. To be fair, I would go Executor, C, Imperial Troopers,
Okay.
CLS, Jabba, JML.
So you think finish the Imperial Troopers, or you think just to build the
Not
assault battles?
just the assault battles, but I would say R5 because the same thing I told you, just like R5 Dark Trooper. That's what I tell
Yeah.
them because if you just like Gear 12, like Stark Veers, which he'll be Relic 3 anyways for C, and then Gear 12 Range Trooper, and then you have R5 Dark Trooper, R8 Piet. That is a powerhouse team that's going to carry you all the way through Kyber, and I use it to this day. Like it's a phenomenal team.
And this is again, this is kind of where we differ. Like I only did Dark Trooper because you told me to do it on a stream, and I said, "All right,
Yeah,
yeah, sure,
yeah.
I'll do something." My preferred, especially with Jabba early, is just do range and snow because they're cheap, and they can
Oh
both
no,
be at G12. Because
I
Kyrotech is such it's such a limiting factor for somebody at this level.
the ROI is gonna be they'll get it back. They'll get it back with the two assault battles. So it's not a bad overall. I think it benefits the account more to have a fully functional, like I would say like A minus GAC team, and then also have those two assault battles. Than to build like something that's subpar and it's just gonna sit in your account and do nothing
All right, so I think our difference here,
after the assault
and
battles, of course.
I will agree with CLS into Java because that gives
Hmm.
you a lot of why I like JML
Main,
first. It doesn't give you everything, but
yeah,
it gives you a
mainly
lot.
conquest. That's the conquest piece too, because you do
Correct.
need the conquest teams, and CLS are like a phenomenal conquest team.
But now I would say that the difference that we have is based on your plan is I would
Hmm.
go Executor, C. I would do cheap Imperial Troopers, which is range snow, CLS, Java, JML. The difference that you would change in there is basically the same exact plan, except instead of snow, the cheaper option, to go for Dark Trooper, the more expensive option, but the more
Hmm.
useful long term option.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yes.
that is our plan here.
Yeah. Even in conquest, and like I use Imperial Troopers in conquest. I usually cheese them with like Malik.
Yeah.
But that Dark Trooper is what gets me the kills, essentially. Like it's and a lot of times, last few conquests we've had get Imperial Trooper. I think the last two, right? We've had
We've had a
Imperial
few.
Trooper kills.
I will
Yeah.
say that having
So,
Dark Trooper has helped me.
hmm
Well, so Wolf, in terms of Snowtrooper falling off, my goal with Snowtrooper isn't to make a really strong Imperial Trooper team. It's to make a really cheap assault battle team. So that would be my purpose. Now, what Cap is saying is just screw it and go for the better team. It's a little more expensive. It'll take you a little bit more time, but you might as well have a workable team. And I think that's the only difference in opinion that we have here. We need a gavel. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like when we do one of these things, just done. That's it. There's nothing
yeah,
else to say really. Um, I really would consider strongly. This was probably written around the same time. Hopefully, they're not still on the Bad Batch train. I wouldn't worry about the Bad Batch right now. Bosk is going to be really important for you, but those bounty hunter ships are going to be really the most important thing for you right now. And as your squads start or your fleet starts opening up more and more executors, it's really important that you're getting those fleet crystals, and especially as a free-to-play player, because it's the only way that you're going to advance and have the resources. Yes, Snowtrooper will absolutely help you with a cheap battle, with a cheap assault battle team. I did it. My assault battle team for Forest Moon was Veer Stark Piet, Snowtrooper and Range Trooper, both at G12. The enemy didn't even take a turn. It doesn't work for Rebel Roundup, but I'm not worried about Rebel Roundup because you'll get the CT1, CT2 anyway, and we're building towards Jabba, and Jabba will give you the CT3. So I'm not concerned there.
I do like Dark Trooper can do both.
Yes.
Like and Gear 12 Veer Stark range.
It's all about the speeds.
Yeah.
Yes, and Wolf,
Well,
for CT3 of Forest Moon. Correct.
what is it? Just the Han? Han stops it pretty much. Like you can't, because you need Dark Trooper to like get you going again, because he's the one that's just gonna like, even without all the stacks, he's the one that's gonna get you that kill to like get you going again.
Yes, Han does stop it. I actually did it. I didn't do that with Dark Trooper either. I did it. Who said it? Somebody in the chat said it. Con Warlock. I did it with a G10 Moff Gideon in replace of Snow Trooper for Rebel Roundup. But it did take me considerable retries because the first phase has so much TM that sometimes just things are dying. Yeah, I agree in terms of what makes the better team. I just don't want to spend Kyrotech. Especially, I just feel like every Kyrotech that you spend needs to be accounted for some reason at this level. So I think that's our only disagreement here is I say get the cheapest team possible for it, and Cap says, hey, get a team that's good. And,
and I'll say this too. Like, I think a lot of times, especially because these people are what, like usually bronzium, chromium,
Yes.
maybe,
Chromium.
and they're people are gonna have like one premier team on defense as far as like a GL, and then you may have like one GL or one like a Star Killer, right? Let's say you have a Star Killer team, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna Star Killer their SOKR array or whatever, or probably whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to, like, you fail, but you clear the sides. What are you gonna do? Like, if you have that Imperial Troopers with Dark Trooper, like, chances are you're gonna be able to punch through that. And I watched another streamer. Yeah, I watched another streamer today, and he couldn't get through Jabba. Like, there was one defense, like he like threw it all on Jabba and couldn't clear it. And he's like, well, I don't have Imperial Troopers. And if he would have had that Imperial Trooper team, like, he could have killed that solo Jabba, went through, could have won a GAC. Like, hey, getting return on crystals there. So, it's all theoretical, right? But I just say having that flexibility in the early game of having I would say like A tier team on offense is much better than, like, hey, you're going to be getting this return of investment with 0 Kyrotech, but it's just going to like sit in your roster and not do anything for you after that for a very long time. And maybe never if they never go back.
That is, I mean, it's a fair assessment, it's, for me, I'd rather do it the cheap way, but, I see the value in them being a much better team with Dark Trooper. I do definitely see the value. I'm going to interrupt you. I did check on my GAC. Our opponent, he did beat Jar Jar in one try, but he also dropped against the Mandalorians that you put on defense.
Oh, nice.
So he dropped a second battle.
Nice.
He's doing fleets now, but it doesn't really matter at this point. He's dropped 2. I've dropped none. We were fairly efficient with the banners. I think we're good. I think that's a win for me.
Yeah, I think even the one you were in the clear.
Yeah.
My opponent stopped at fleets. I don't know why. Maybe they're just busy, but
they might just
maybe when they get some more time. Yeah.
Does it? Did they? Everything was clean.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
It was good.
that's the only people who drop on my defense are people that
Yeah.
I think the last guy I talked to, he was like literally drunk. Like he was playing drunk. And I was like, what? I was like, what did you use to drop there? And he was like, yeah, I was drunk.
I've done that
So,
before. I've
yeah, I was
definitely
like,
drunkenly done a GAC, and then I'll message my opponent and I'll be like, "Grats on the win. I got a little tipsy. Have fun. Like whatever."
yeah,
And we'll have a
yeah.
nice
He came.
laugh.
Yeah, he came on stream because I messaged him because he attacked
Yeah.
first, and if they attack first, I always let him know like, hey, I'm a streamer. I'm not gonna attack for another like 12
A
hours or
few
whatever,
hours.
because you know how you always like check to
Yeah.
see like, oh, did they attack it? Did they? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, I'll just let him know that hey, I can't attack for another 10 hours. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then he like showed up on stream and we talked about the GAC. So, and he,
That's awesome. I need that to happen.
yeah,
We wanted to get Darth Raisin a few days ago, but it didn't work out that way. Neurosith man, first of all, thanks for the follow. This is very new to me. Doing streaming, I've been probably December, January. I don't normally stream during the week. This is a special day. It's Memorial Day. Cap and I both have the day off. We will live 13 hours time difference apart, so it's very rare that we get to do things together. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't even know. Well, I do something every Sunday. Sunday morning we do brunch with Egnards. So that's my thing. Generally, it's usually the only streaming that I do. It's a lot of fun. I do roster reviews during brunch with Egnards. But Cap and I also share a Discord, and it's in our Twitch notes. It's in our YouTube notes. It's Cap. I don't know if you've been keeping track of this shit or not, but I would 100% say at this point we've had the server for about 3 months, and I
uh-huh.
would say that we're a top five server
Oh,
for this
really?
game
I
at
haven't.
this point.
I
Oh
haven't
yeah.
really. I haven't been looking at the numbers. I'm
Well,
just.
it's
I'm
it's
just
the
glad I don't
numbers,
have
and
to.
you don't have to deal with that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, it's a bigger server, but it's also the resources that we have versus other servers. Khan, you're the second person to ask about Memorial Day, and Cap, being an armed service member, you would
I can.
definitely
I
know
can
more
talk
than I
about it.
would.
Yeah, I can talk
Yeah,
about it.
so
So there's a difference because on like I've been in the service for almost 17 years now. So yeah, like Wolf said, it's to commemorate the fallen service members who's passed away. So it's not something where you would thank someone for their service. It's a time of remembrance for those who committed the ultimate sacrifice for the service of our country. So that's what Memorial Day is to commemorate those who passed in service.
all right, and then I think we have two, don't we? Veterans Day is
Yeah,
non-active
Veterans Day.
usually, and then there's Armed
Yeah,
Forces Day.
well, it's like
I
Veterans
think,
Day is the one where you'd like thank people for their service, and
but
that's
isn't
for
there
just like
three or
anyone who
no?
served. I don't
No, it
think
isn't.
so.
No. All
Yeah,
right,
it's like
you would know
Memorial
better than
Day
I
and
would.
Veterans.
I'm not gonna
Maybe
pretend.
there is.
Cap
You
doesn't
know,
even know.
there's yeah,
He's a phony.
there's tons of like random. There's like ice cream day and
Yeah, that's fair.
like
That's
pie
fair.
day, and I'm sure there's probably like a military one that's like along that line, but it's not a federal holiday.
Yes, that I did know, that it wasn't a federal thing. But so now you got your U.S. history lesson. You got a roster review. You got two GACs. If you weren't on for Caps earlier, we did it on his stream, and he went up against someone who's like 4 million GP higher than him, and he still managed a full clear. So if you weren't there, go check that out because you post all of those videos too as well, the GACs.
I I don't do anything specific with them. It's just I stream them the same time and then it just like becomes a thing, you know?
And it goes through. Well, if you're in New
Yeah.
York City, I'm pretty close by. We'll have to get a beer. My favorite bar is Beer Culture on 40. I want to say it's on 49th Street. We go all of the time. So if you want to catch a beer with me, hit me up on Discord, and next time I'm in the city, I'll hit you up. Or if you're near the area,
I'm pretty
um,
sure you're both in Jersey.
Oh yeah, well I'm in the Jersey. I am on the Jersey side. Hit me up. We'll go get a beer sometime if you're close to New York.
Yeah.
I've met up
Yeah.
with a few guys at breweries before around this area.
I was
Neuro,
just
I
talking
do
to
appreciate the sub. Thank you.
I was just talking to my wife about that, like the How I Met Your Mother, like Jersey.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm North. I'm North Jersey. I grew up in Bergen County, but I don't live in Bergen anymore. But I do live fairly close. So it's about what? It's about 10:30. I think we've done everything that we want to do this morning. I need to shower. If anybody can tell, I still need to get that done. My wife and I are going to go see a movie because we both have off today. I don't know, Cap, if you have any final notes, but otherwise, the only thing I want to say is for anyone new watching, again, our Discord, we've got a great community over there, and brunch with Egnards on Sunday mornings.
I did. I have one thing I wanted to do. So here, I'll post this here. So this is, where's it at? Well, if we're on your YouTube right now. So I posted it on Twitch, your YouTube. So if everyone in Twitch right now could go click that YouTube and subscribe to Egnards. So I'm trying to get him to a thousand subscribers. He's at 933. So I definitely think that the quality in your knowledge base, you should. I hope you hit that milestone soon. So
One day soon. We'll
yeah,
get there. We'll get there.
yes,
I appreciate it. I saw that was your birthday wish too, and that day I was weirded
yeah,
out. I was like, why am I getting so many subscribers today? This is strange.
yeah,
This is not normal. And then I saw that and I was like, oh, what Cap? How nice. I gave him
yeah.
so much
So
shit for not wearing a crown on his stream, and that's
yeah,
all he
I don't
wanted.
I don't have a crown. I do have this. This is the closest thing I have, right? This
Is
this is
that
all I got.
Stitch?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. So guys, yeah, we're gonna head out. I appreciate everybody joining us, and I don't know, I'm probably gonna go back to my turtling ways, but
Well, you had a taste. You had a taste of the
we
good
had a
life.
taste of what GAC looks like as a not turtle.
Yeah. It's fun. I like it. It's why I play the game as much as I do and what really got me into it. But
I play for
like,
that.
to be fair, if I had your account, I think I would like TB a lot more. Like, I would enjoy TB because right now I can't like fully engage in it as much as you can.
Hey, I
So,
got the auto videos.
except for the first day. The first day I can go all in, but after that, like the
It's
relics,
gone.
sixes and sevens and eights, I just don't have the depth in my account
Yeah, I
to
think I did
like.
100 waves last time, almost all on auto. So I was proud of that. We'll see how today works. We just replaced two guys in my guild because they kind of went off the rails. So we're gonna have a better TV this time. I'm excited. We're possibly gonna hit two new stars between Zepho and Mandalore.
Nice.
And I'm always looking. I have like three more people on my shit list in the guild that eventually are gonna need to be replaced. So anyone who's like 11 plus million and wants to be on that waiting list, wants to play with Egnards and deal with me constantly, hit me up. But yeah, Catman, it's nighttime for you. It's like 10:30 at night. Get your ass to sleep. I have to spend the rest of the day doing my stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning, and we'll definitely do more, especially in the summer when I have more time. We'll do
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
going forward. All
Yeah,
right, so
yeah.